Buonasera. This is a little follow-up video just to with a couple of hints on how to navigate the class. Let me share this. Oh gosh, this does look a little different here. Google Chrome. Okay, great. So this is Canvas, and I made this. I put this on student view, so I am looking at it. I believe the same way that you should be looking at it. The first unit. Well, in regards to navigating the class, sorry, I was probably talking before I hit the record button, but this is pointers about how to go around the class on your own. So you have this um, preliminary model, and this model also is not very, how you say, it's not the best example, the first one, because you have the welcome, and this is preliminary information, some information that applies to all classes, and then some reference materials that are not really part of the class, right? I was not quizzing you on the syllabus, and of course, this is the one, fall 2020. Oh, I thought I actually, this should be in hiding. So good that I'm looking at it through the student view because I see what you can see, and this should be hidden. I probably clicked on something but didn't save it. Yes, things happen. So this is, then you get into the actual material here and the references. And okay, so the Quizlet, this is practice. And if you go, normally, if you go on something like this, right, it will give you the page, right? And it is more or less in the order that it should be done, right? So all this is all the, and then successivo is the next thing, right? And then it takes you to this, right? And then via compito, this is submit the homework. And again, if there's any questions about this, let me know. But you guys are with technology tend to be even better than I am. Like I said before, competi is work to be completed. Voti is your grades. Everything else, discussions, pages, people, and so on is ¿cómo se dice? Is cognates. Also, there's a tool here that you can use to contact people in the class. And the discussions should also be a way of you to get to know people. And I know it's very different if we do not have a Zoom meeting that people are required to participate in, or a classroom class. You don't get to see each other. So maybe it's a little harder to develop that rapport. But the only way that I would say give out your personal information is if you were interested in doing something like a WhatsApp group of the class. And I know people do them in some of the classes, and they kind of remind each other about what's due, or ask each other a question, or I mean, not each other, but ask the group a question, and whoever is still awake at that hour would get to reply, and so on. So here is where you can see, and you can click on someone, let's say the last one, and let's see, contacto. I thought there should be a way of contacting people here, but there's not. So I'll check on that. But again, you can ask people in the discussions, because we are going to have pretty often, and this is just a way of also of communicating and applying what you know. Okay, let's go back to the models. So the first model is the first 2 weeks, and we are at the end of it, right? So, and then you do have the PowerPoints, and I gave you the videos, but you also have the PowerPoints as like reading material here. And then the second unit, let's see here. If you go here, oh, wait, wait. Okay, so this is the way to navigate. It has the information of what we are going to cover, and then a little introduction, a little video introduction about each one of the topics. And you need to watch all of them, right? So some of the videos are mine, like always, there's some of mine, but again, my video editing skills are practically inexistent. So that's why I also supplement that with videos that are better edited. Like I wish I could add those, like words and images at the same time that I'm speaking. The most I can do is to show you like here in a Zoom and share my screen, which is not great editing. Um, good. And then you have, okay, yes, this is YouTube. This is YouTube as well. And yeah, nouns and adjectives. I used to have a link here to Quizlet set. I may put it back. And okay, plurali. So you have a bunch of resources here. And then you have also material, right? The verbs essere and avere, to be and to have. And then the grammar notes. So this is what we are going to be focusing on in the next unit, right? Plural of nouns and adjectives and articles, right? So this is the basic rule of plurals, and you do have videos as well, but you have here a way to like to see it and read it. Then you have the to-do list, and I have to see it, and then blah blah blah, and then some activities. Then if you go here, successivo, then you have more material, right? So all everything that you need, uh, you should be able to find here. Oh yes, now it was just a little slow to load. So alcune nacionalidades, so some nationality adjectives, and then we work with them putting their the masculine, feminine, singular, and plural forms. And then you have here like a map, and then you have more antonyms here, right? So this is some of them we already know from the second week, but this is a little more to add and build upon the vocabulary. And again, the grammar rules, more adjectives, then again adjectives of color, which should be more or less pretty. And then the verbs essere and avere in a slightly different format, right? And then you have espressioni con avere from somebody else and from me, right? So espressioni con avere is going to be on the fourth week, but some of you may already be on them, and you have, and again, a list, the verb essere, the conjugation, and then a chart about the articles. And the articles is the or a in English, right? Some languages don't even have articles. And then again, so you have all these and a even more complete list there. And then some practice things. And normally when we are in the classroom, we go through these exercises after we introduce the material. But then if since this class is asynchronous, you introduce the material yourself by watching the videos and going through the grammar charts and everything. Then you have thing. Oh yes, the next thing that I wanted to show you is how to record, because somebody wanted to know how to do this. So the best way to do this is when you put on submit homework, after you figure out, right, you should have your notes and you should know what you're gonna be saying. And for that, please look at the videos and the samples that I give you. The easiest way is to, well, you can put, if you cannot make this work because you're using maybe a tablet or a phone that's refusing to cooperate, right? Technology can sometimes play like weird games on us. Um, you can record on your cell phone or whatever, but do not upload a file. That leads to trouble, right? So it has happened sometimes that the file is it cannot be read. So I eliminated that option to avoid those really unfortunate incidents. And so you can upload it to any platform, YouTube, Vimeo, TikTok, whatever, and then just put a link to it. Then the other way here is, right, record directly on your computer or tablet. So for this, click on here and then registrare. And then you see here, oh my God, I'm using a teenager's room and it's very messy. So, so here you can, this is to upload, but no, just do the registrare. And you can either just use el micrófono, right? Just if you only want sound, or you can use the webcam if you want video. But for these assignments, you don't need to show your face, right? I only need to hear you, so you can use this. And then and yes, of course, you may, depending on the computer, it may ask you which one you want it. And then let's see. Okay, FaceTime camera. Ciao, mi chiamo Ned. Come ti chiami? Io sono Nicolas. Di dove sei? Sono di Pacoima. E tu? Sono di Chulavista. Bene. Quanti anni hai? Ho 19 anni. Ciao. And then when you're done, you submit. Right? Termina. And then save media. Inicia di nuevo. And it is there, right? And then you can send it. And that's it. That's all you need to do. Bene. So, allora, abbandonami il senso dei studenti. So that's all I wanted to share for today. Buon fine settimana tutti. So my office hour is about to end. The office hours are not recorded. This is because I had a couple of people just pop in for a quick question, and then they logged out, and then I had time, and I'm gonna be here for like just a couple more minutes. And but I had time to send you this for everybody's benefit. Allora, buonasera. Don't forget the quiz. Yeah, the quizzes, the days cannot be extended, but most of you are doing a good job. I got like a third of you already submitted it once. Okay, buonanotte. Buonasera.